Perfect. I'll share my screen. Wonderful. All right. Well, welcome everybody tonight to this LifeVantage overview. I'm going to be talking about Nrf2 and collagen, which I'm super excited about. My name's Liko Inkersell, and I am in Oamaru. Sorry, it's just somebody else here. For some reason, my mouse doesn't like to let me work, like to let people in once I've started my screen share. Anyway, we'll start again. All right. Here we go. All right, so I'm in Oamaru, New Zealand. For anybody who doesn't know me, just some proper disclosures. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and these products are not intended to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease. And that applies to all natural products, not just LifeVantage products. So yeah, only pharmaceuticals can make that claim, not natural products. So tonight I'm going to be talking about 5 key points. I'm going to be talking about LifeVantage, which is an activation company. I'm going to be talking about the products, the science, and at the end I'll really briefly touch on some promotions. I can't see the chat, but Mari and Rach, if you can, then and there's anything in there that I need to know, let me know. So this is me. I got introduced to activation back in December 2019 when our family was looking at a solution to improve our immune system. So we'd all come down with a cough, cold, viral bug, and for my husband it had turned into pneumonia, and he'd been hit pretty hard with it. So I was looking at different options, and at that stage the LifeVantage products had only been in New Zealand for 2 weeks. And I was looking at supplementation to support the family, and it was at that stage that somebody said to me, have you heard of activation and activating the body? And I was like, no, never heard of that. And you know, I was obviously pretty skeptical. I felt like I'd heard about many things, but I was open, and anyway I decided to have a look at the products. And so we started the products in December 2019, and our family had amazing results. So that was obviously over 3 years ago. Yeah, we'll be coming up 4 years in December, which is amazing. And I share this photo of myself in my Spirited Woman team, because tonight we're going to be talking about not only Nrf2, which is our flagship product, we're also going to be talking about collagen, which is the new kid on the block. And it got introduced to New Zealand in March this year. And when we introduced it, I started collagen, and at that time my team, who was going to be competing in the Spirited Woman adventure race, which is a multi-sport adventure race, I was only given 8 weeks. Well, I only had 8 weeks to train. So the collagen Nrf2 combo was incredible for my training and recovery, I must say. So that's why I've included that photo there. And you know, I've got a family of my husband Simon and 2 boys, Max and Logan. And I've just got some more people wanting to come in, so I'm going to try and just hop out of the screen share and let these people in. Here we go. Awesome. Oh, that wasn't too hard. All right. So LifeVantage is the company that with the products that we're sharing tonight. And basically, they are a company that specializes in activation, and that's activating wellness from inside and out. So it all started with the little yellow activator, which is our Protandim Nrf2, and that's our flagship product. Comes in a blue bottle, and it's a little yellow tablet. It basically, after many years of science, Dr. Joe McCord made this discovery of these 5 ingredients: ashwagandha, bacoba, milk thistle, green tea, and turmeric, which he worked out that if he put them together with the certain ratios, then they had an amazing impact on the body. And he worked out that basically that Protandim Nrf2 is the only supplement proven to reduce oxidative stress, which is basically free radical damage. If you're not sure what oxidative stress is, please Google it, go and have a look, because it is definitely not something that you want in your body, or not at high levels anyway. Oxidative stress is basically responsible for over 200 illnesses and diseases. So if you can find something that can reduce your oxidative stress, then that's a really good thing. So what is free radical damage? Basically, free radical damage is when your cells are overrun by the bad guys in your body. So it's kind of like the rusting of your cells, or probably a better way to think of it is if you think of an apple. And when you get a nice fresh apple picked off the tree, you cut it in half and it's nice and fresh, and then you leave it out in the air, and basically the oxidative stress gets to that apple, and then that apple starts to go brown and it starts to deteriorate, and within a day, or depending on how old the apple is, within a few days you won't want to eat that apple. And that's oxidative stress. That's the impact of that oxidative stress on your cells. And so that happens in your cells as well, in your body. And we're talking about all of your cells. So that means that it can impact your body, your entire body. So it can impact your heart, your skin, your kidneys, your joints, your lungs, your brain, your immune system, your blood vessels, basically all of your organs, your eyes. We've got, if you have a look at the National Library of Medicine, which is basically called PubMed, which is where all the doctors and nurses, it's basically the doctors and nurses Google, you can go in there and you can have a look at oxidative stress, and you can have a look at the different illnesses and diseases, and have a look at the link between oxidative stress and those illnesses and diseases. And it's very interesting to see. And what you'll find is that the high oxidative stress can definitely cause a multitude of problems in the body. So if we can reduce that, then that's definitely a good thing. Some of the things some of the signs of high oxidative stress in the body is that you might feel fatigued, not feeling rested when you wake. You might have brain fog or memory loss, forgetfulness, muscle or joint pain and inflammation, aging. So wrinkles, grey hair is another sign of high oxidative stress. Poor eyesight, headaches, immunity gets low. The list goes on. So basically, the Protandim Nrf2 activates 600 plus survival genes in your body, including glutathione, which is our master antioxidant. So we're basically turning on your body's ability to flood the body with antioxidants and to get rid of those bad guys, so those free radicals. It protects the DNA of the cell. It's pivotal for inflammation and immune health, which is what my family discovered. There is a lot of science around the Protandim Nrf2. There's a lot of universities that have studied Protandim Nrf2, and I'll actually show you in the next slide. But Washington State University, when they did a study, they said that Nrf2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine, which is pretty significant for a herbal supplement. So when Dr. McCord and the scientists were making these claims, there was it got a lot of publicity, and people were like, really, is that true? That sounds too good to be true. And so there was an ABC news report that was aired that was trying to debunk the Nrf2 product, but instead it had the opposite effect. So one of the reporters, he had his blood tested before he started the Protandim Nrf2, and then he had his blood tested again 14 days later, and his oxidative stress had reduced by 45% in those 2 weeks. So that kind of got the attention of a lot of different medical professionals and a lot of different universities. And all of these universities that you can see here, so Ohio State University, National Institute of Aging, University of Colorado, Harvard University, they've all done studies on this Protandim Nrf2. So if you love the science like I do, or you want to share it with medical professionals or doctors, then it's well worth getting hold of these studies and sharing them with people. So, but LifeVantage, as I said, LifeVantage didn't stop with Nrf2. We've got some other activators on the market as well, and I'll share those with you a little bit later on. But the Protandim True Science Liquid Collagen and also the Nrf2 are basically your 1-2 punch against aging. So why collagen? So collagen is a structural protein that makes up about 25 to 35% of all the proteins in your body. So the body produces collagen proteins from the amino acids that you take in through food. And this process starts to steeply decline around the age of 25, losing 1% per year. But so that means by the age of 50, you've lost 25% of your body's most abundant protein, so that collagen. And for anybody who's going through perimenopause or menopause, your collagen production significantly decreases when you're going through menopause or perimenopause. So it's very important for all of us, including myself. I'm 47, who are starting to go through that womanly change. So there's obviously a lot of publicity out there, and some people are like, well, is it real? Do you actually need collagen? And The Guardian put out this great article, I think it was last year, and it's such a good article. And if you haven't seen it, then reach out and we can definitely send it to you. But the title is, initially I thought it was a scam. Can collagen really turn back the clock? So wrinkled skin, painful muscles, aching joints, collagen is being marketed by the supplement industry as the answer to many of the problems of aging. And as I go through this article, you'll see not all collagens are created equal. So, there is definitely products out there that are making claims that, they perhaps don't do what they say they do. But this article shows you that actually hydrolyzed liquid collagen is amazing for us. So of all the 20,000 or so different proteins in the human body, there is one that dominates more than any other. Without it, our cells would simply collapse in on themselves. Our skeleton and blood vessels would disintegrate, and we would be little more than blobs of shapeless tissue. So that's collagen. So it's not merely a building block. It maintains the structure of our tissues. It plays an active role in distributing signals between cells, helping orchestrate the movement of cells to repair damage in our bodies and even the immune response. So it's actually really important for the body. And you don't actually need to look far, then you'll find out that there is a lot of information out there about collagen. So the bottom line is it is so important to support your collagen function. But what makes our True Science liquid collagen superior and unique? And LifeVantage is definitely, the products are based on science. So, they're definitely, they go above and beyond to make sure that the products are superior and unique. And I'll share with you why our liquid collagen is different to many on the market. This is just last year, so it's only been available in the US for a year. July last year, just over a year. So July last year it launched, and then in New Zealand and Australia it launched in March. But in 2023 it won a Stevie Award for customer product in the customer product category, and there was praise from the judges. And they basically said it's a living example of science backing the product promise. Your use of metrics to measure success is impressive, and it is clear that you are driving change within the industry. And LifeVantage definitely goes above and beyond to make sure that all of their products are a really high standard. So this LifeVantage liquid collagen, some call it liquid gold. It comes in a little bottle like this. It's 50 mils. You drink one a day. It basically activates your collagen production. It replenishes the collagen that you've already got, and then it maintains the collagen that it activates, which is amazing. So one of the key ingredients is the ruby red quinoa, and this is the one that activates your collagen genes. So it boosts your collagen production by 5 times. It activates your SOD gene by 2,700%. Now, this is actually phenomenal. If anybody, this is superoxide dismutase, which is, you may or may not know what it is, but if you don't know what it is, I highly recommend going and having a look. If the science interests you, definitely go and Google it and find out what SOD is, because that's really significant within itself. It also helps your cells absorb the collagen and decreases the MMP9 gene. So that is the gene that degrades our current collagen, and we're basically turning on our good collagen genes, and we're turning down those genes that cause our collagen to degrade as we age by up to 33%. There was a study done. They did an 8-week study on the collagen density, and hopefully you guys can see these pictures. They're hidden for me with people's pictures, but basically it's not just simply taking collagen, it's actually activating your body's own production of collagen, which is a lot more significant than just taking it. So you can see they had a look at the collagen density. So at week 0, so collagen density is shown by the yellow in these pictures. So at week 0, you can see the collagen density. There's not much yellow in that image, but by week 8, you can see how much that yellow has increased. So that's the collagen density that is increased with that 8-week trial that was done. It also replenishes, so that is with the marine peptides, and they're from responsibly and sustainably caught wild fish. And these collagen peptides provide amino acids to support collagen density, skin elasticity, and skin moisture for a youthful appearance. And the other really cool thing is it contains 10 types of collagen. Majority of collagen on the market have only got 1 or 2 types of collagen. So that is really significant. We've also got, we've got the citrus berry extracts, which helps your body maintain that collagen. So it's got the blueberry powder, the young pumpkin fruit, the acerola berry, which supplies the vitamin C and antioxidants, and this promotes collagen and elastin production and helps your skin create more of its own natural moisture for a healthy, glowing complexion. So what's not in it? There's no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. So here's what the True Science liquid collagen results came out after that 8-week trial. They increased your collagen density by 42%. They decreased skin roughness by 10%. They reduced the depth of your crow's feet by 22%, and then they increased blood catalase by 202%. So why liquid? Lots of people say to me, well, I've got a powder and I put it in my coffee or I put it in my smoothie, and and away I go. But the problem is with powders, collagen's actually a really big molecule and your body actually can't absorb it. And what happens is with powders, your body can only absorb 10 to 30% of that collagen. So you might be paying a much cheaper price for the collagen powder, but the reality is your body is not absorbing it, or not absorbing very much. So with a liquid, which is what LifeVantage is, your body is absorbing 90% of that. So it's much more bioavailable for the body. And basically it's hydrolyzed, which means it's been chopped up into small pieces and the body can really absorb it. There's a comparison chart. I'm not going to go into it, but please ask the person who invited you here tonight, or if you're listening to the recording, whoever shared this with you. The comparison chart is great because you can have a look at the difference of the True Science liquid collagen compared to some others on the market. But basically, it's those 10 types, having those 10 types of collagen, and the fact that it activates your body is really significant. So the results, because we can talk about science. I love the science, but not everybody does. The results are what is amazing for people, and obviously documentation beats conversation every time. So we've seen significant results, and right from the beginning, we've seen amazing results. So you can see with this lady on the left, those crow's feet have significantly decreased. You can see the neck lines. A lot of people are losing turtletnecks, or I think that's what they call it, or turkey necks. Not turtlenecks, turkey necks. That's having the same impact for men and women. It's very, it's been significant for both. Here we go. Here's some more neck lines, people losing wrinkles in their necks, sunspots or, sun damage. It's also, significantly reducing sun damage. Legs. This is Dr. Nancy Bryan in the middle here. Dr. Nancy Bryan is late 60s, she might even be 70, but she certainly wasn't planning to share her legs with the world, but she had such significant results that she felt compelled to do that. But yeah, definitely, cellulite, wrinkles, just with that collagen density and improving, people have had amazing results. As I say, men, it's not just for women. Men are having amazing results as well. Tummies, stretch marks, they've all improved. Betty is here on the right. She became quite a superstar overnight, with using the activated collagen, and she's also on the Nrf2. Here, it's been amazing for hair growth as well. Lots of people have seen little, lots of baby hairs coming back. This is some of my results that I took right at the beginning. So I started in February, and then in April. For me personally, I didn't see a huge amount of results in my face, but what I did notice, and I didn't realize until I took the photos. So if you start these products, I highly recommend that you take photos, because often we don't necessarily feel the change until we see the photos. Obviously, I was training for Spring Challenge, as I mentioned, so it was incredible for my, muscle recovery. It increased my exercise significantly. So part of that will be my exercise, but combined, definitely the elasticity in my stomach, it definitely helped that, which I wasn't planning to share with people, but anyway, there it is. But this is what excites me. So I find there's two camps with collagen. There's people that all they want is they want to see significant results in their face, and they want to see those fine lines and wrinkles decreasing. And there's other people who want it for the internal benefits. So perhaps put in the chat which one you are, or do you want both? I'd love to hear. But yeah, basically, if people are seeing these results on the outside, imagine what's happening on the inside. And this gets me so excited, because it's like, if it's like smoothing out the wrinkles in your face, imagine what it's doing to your heart and your brain and your blood vessels, your joints, nail strength. I've got nails for the first time in my life, which is crazy. Joint support, it's phenomenal. I know that for me, I felt lots of space in my joints, and certainly, even kayaking for my race, I felt like I was gliding, whereas normally I've always been quite tight in my shoulders. Muscle recovery, gut health, that's another thing. I've got the celiac gene, and I've always suffered from gut problems. So Nrf2 was incredible for me. And then adding the collagen just took it to another level. Bone strength, I've got a family history of osteoporosis, and also going through menopause, like that bone density decreasing. That's a really important thing for me. Liver detox, cardiovascular flexibility, sleep quality, mood support, brain health, and cognitive support are all amazing benefits that you can also get, not just nice skin, hair, and nails. And I love showing this slide because often people don't realize that, yes, our skin is 75% collagen, but the reality is that your bones are 90% collagen. Your cartilage is 90% collagen. You've got 6% in your muscles, there's 70% in your ligaments, and 85% in your tendons. So you can imagine if I'll go back to, if you're going through menopause or perimenopause, or you're aging and that collagen is decreasing, it's not just decreasing in your skin, it's decreasing in throughout your whole body. So that's why a lot of people will end up with aches and pains, and not recovering as well after exercise or things like that, as they age. This is a lovely story of a very loyal customer of mine. She's been on Nrf2 and she was on Nrf1 for a long time. And she started the collagen as soon as it came out. And this is what she said. So I reached out to her about her subscription, and she said she loves the taste, but the biggest thing for her was the constant pain has literally disappeared. Most days I would be sitting at around an 8 or 9. She said, now it's a 1. I can go and do the things I wasn't able to do before, like gardening, walking, etc., without being in chronic pain or doing myself an injury. Keep everything the same. Now, being part of somebody's health journey in this role is, such a gift. And it's stories like that, we hear all the time. There was a study done between Protandim Nrf2 and the collagen, and that was done by the company this year. And the results were actually nothing short of amazing. And this is just a summary of those results at the conclusion. But if you want to see the full paper, then reach out and let us know. But basically, they said together, the Protandim Nrf2 and the liquid collagen, together, they exert a synergistic effect in activating or deactivating your cellular stress response pathways. These stress response pathways are all part of the innate immune system. We saw these changes through the synergistic activation or deactivation of key genes associated with these pathways. So the Nrf2 did not significantly influence any of the innate immune and stress response pathways. It was only shown adding the liquid collagen that the synergistic effect on these pathways was shown. Using both products together can deliver not only skin benefits, but also have an impact on whole body connective tissue. Which means that it can support various functions and systems throughout the body, such as joint health, cardiovascular function, gut health, and general well-being. And we're hearing that in people's stories and testimonials. We hear that over and over again. So yeah, it's very exciting. So to get started, this is our Healthy Glow Essential Stack, and this is one option. Okay, so and obviously the collagen and the Nrf2 are the 2 products that are focused on tonight, but we have a whole suite of products. And all of them based on activation. So alongside our Nrf2, we also have another activator, our Nrf1, which supports mitochondria function, and our NAD, which supports increases your sirtuin function. And it's definitely amazing for longevity, people who like intermittent fasting, that NAD is very similar to that. We've got an Icy Bright, which is amazing for eyes. If anybody wants to share their Icy Bright story in the chat, please do, because I know we've got some amazing ones on here tonight. We've got an Omega. We've also got our LifeVantage Time-Wise Nutrient Delivery System, which is basically like a multivitamin, but instead of putting them all in together, they've divided them up into vitamins and minerals and adaptogens that are more effective in the morning, and then ones that are more effective in the evening. And they've split them up, because often when you lump them all in together, the body can't absorb it and they end up peeing them out. So instead of lumping them all in together, they split them up. There's a vitamin D3. We've also got a non-toxic skincare, which is Nrf2 activated. We've got hair care, and we've also got Axio, which is our brain drink as well. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into those tonight, but reach out to the person who invited you, or, you know, if you want to learn more. At the moment, if you purchase, say, for example, the Nrf2 and the collagen, or any of our other stacks that are valued at over 228 New Zealand dollars, then you get the free AM and PM nutrient system with your purchase, completely free. And then you can purchase them for 50% off for the rest of the year until December, which is pretty cool. So the other thing is, if you want to get paid sharing the gift of activation, reach out to us. I'm not going to go into it because obviously I said it'd be half an hour and I'm already 5 minutes over. So I won't go into it, but yeah, and reach out, because we do have an amazing promotion for September as well. So yeah, reach out and we can share more with you. So if you want to get started, option 1 is to become a customer, or option 2 is you have a look at the options to become a consultant. It's super easy to order, I will say. All of our products are shipped from a New Zealand website, sorry, New Zealand warehouse. My typo. You can order it on the website and then it's shipped from a New Zealand warehouse. I've only scratched the surface tonight, so please reach out if you've got questions or if you want to know more. I've definitely enjoyed sharing this as an option, so you know that it's an option to improve your health. And also, if you want to see any of our more stories, or if you want to learn more, then just ask and we can add you to one of our Facebook testimonial groups, because in there is phenomenal testimonials of different people, and lots more information. And I think that's it. So I'll stop sharing my screen. So thank you for listening, everyone. Let me know if anybody's got any questions. Stop the recording.